Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another thought-provoking Batman stream. Today we're talking about why James Gordan is different in the new LEGO Batman. And it's not for reasons that you think it is, or even might consider. So, if you guys have, like, pressing questions, you can always super chat, and I will answer them in a speedy way. If not, I'll try to get to people as I can. This stream will not be too long because there is a Nintendo Direct tomorrow and I need to get to sleep. So we're going to do more free roaming, and I'm just going to talk about stuff. That kind of fun stuff. Plus we've got the music. Custom soundtrack is going in the background. You guys can probably hear it. So that'll cycle through a variation of songs, all that other fun stuff. So, alright. We're not doing very good at this whole 100% thing, but we're not really doing 100% anyway. We're just kind of goofing off, unlocking characters, that kind of stuff. So, hopefully you guys having a good one. Depending on what Nintendo announces tomorrow, the content on the channel will change, though Silk Song will be in the rotation off and on. I don't know about the Chinese game that I was doing, because that did not do well. What's wrong with Jim? Well, for one, it proves that LEGO Batman 4 is a reboot of the franchise, which is fine. Like, I don't have any problems with reboots. Also, the reason why he looks like he does is because he's based after Jeffrey Wright, who is from The Batman, the 2022 The Batman movie. Had they got to, let's say, LEGO Batman 4 around the time that, I can't remember the actor's name. The guy who played J. Jonah Jameson. If they would have got to the LEGO game around that time, then of course the LEGO, you know, Jim Gordon would look like that guy. I'm sorry, but I always think about him being Jonah. I never remember the actor's name. J.K. Simmons? Is that his name? I don't know. There it is. So we'll try to play as Commissioner Gordon today. But you can see in the original LEGO Batman games, like 1, 2, 3, and even the spin-off game, LEGO DC Supervillains, Commissioner Gordon is how he appears in the comics. But the new LEGO Batman 4 game is, I wouldn't say it's Elseworld story, it's a new universe. And likely the old universe was wiped out with the whole Crisis on Infinite Earths thing, even though they didn't show a LEGO world get wiped to existence, you know? Yeah. Should we try to play as Jim? Robin, become Jim. Let's see, what happens if I click Jim? Do I play as him? No. Okay, never mind. I was like, that'd be interesting. Alright, let's go, Babs. And, Nightwing is back here. No Nightwing. Okay, weird. I don't know where I don't know where Nightwing is. He's around. Doesn't matter. So we're going down to the Penguin stuff. Oh, there he is. And that's everybody we need. Okay. Why are we writing Human Lives Matter? J.K. Simmons was his name? What? Okay. Can you guys hear the bat music, or is it too quiet? There we go. That's probably better. That's probably better. Alright. And we need to... Last time I did not have that one open. And the Batman music is off. Yes, it is. Good. Okay. So we're going to the next level. Good. Okay, there we go. Next level. No. That's fine. The other one, no. Can we beat Commissioner Gordon just for the fun of it? Ha 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 ha! Yes, we can! Ha! There we go. We can play as Jimbo. Huh. That's funny. What is he even doing this game? Do I think the Lego Batman collection will happen? Are you talking about at the Nintendo Direct or at Tokyo Game Show? I don't know. It all depends on when Lego Batman 4 releases. If Lego Batman 4 releases, let's say in the spring, then no, I don't see a Lego Batman 4 collection. I mean, a Lego Batman collection consisting of 1 through 3. If Lego Batman 4 comes out in the summer, then yeah, I could see them doing an announcement and like a reveal of Lego Batman collection for like November or December or something. That'd be pretty easy. But like 3 months before the game comes out, no. And here's another thing. If the Lego Batman collection, let's say theoretically, is announced, and it's announced for 2026, that means you probably won't get Lego Batman 4 until the fall or summer. Highly likely. Hey, Sammy. Jim Gordan. So yeah, the reason why Jim looks the way he does in the Lego game is because they're using the Jim Gordan from the Batman. That's it. There's no other reason. I personally don't like race swapping. I think it's lazy. I agree with Dwayne McDuffie that if you want to create characters with substance, instead of like lazily taking an established character and changing them, it's a lot better for your soul, as well as it's a lot better for your community to make your own character based on that. And I can't speak anymore. Based on the character's nationality. So I think that actually is a lot better than just taking an established character and lazily changing them. Like I don't like that. But you know, it is what it is. Because if we didn't have really talented like creators make stuff, we wouldn't have gotten Static Shock. We wouldn't have gotten the Icon universe and a lot of other stuff back in the 90s. If they were just, you know, trying to change existing characters. So it basically ruins creativity. So I'm not on board with that. I never have been, but, you know, Hollywood's gonna do Hollywood. But still, I thought Jeffrey Wright was a pretty good Commissioner Gordon, or, excuse me, Lieutenant Gordon that we saw in the Batman, or Detective. It was either Detective or Lieutenant. Not really sure. Oh, we don't really need to do that. We can just switch to a character that blows stuff up. I'm not even thinking. Huh. We're gonna have Jimbo do stuff in the background. What I don't like about Jim in the new game, though, is, like, Commissioner Gordon always had, like, a... what's the word I'm looking for? In the Lego games, he acted like, well, Commissioner Gordon. And from what we've seen of the new Lego Batman 4 game, well, Jim kind of acts like the comedy relief. He basically, at least early in the game, he acts like Robin. And it's just, I don't know. From what I've seen of the gameplay footage, as well as, like, there's lots of free roaming footage available now. They made Jim Gordan kind of a joke. He jokes around too much. He, has the idiot Robin role. I'll give you one case. Like, he's talking about Batman, about something, like, during the Red Hood mission. And what happens is he is messing around on the rooftop, basically like what Robin did in Lego Batman 1 and 2. So acting like a goofball. Batman is playing the very stoic, straight, you know, comedy routine. Jim accidentally opens up his, I guess it would be his glider, his police glider. And he's about to give away their position, and then Batman very calmly, like, shoots his back raffle and rescues Jim before anybody can see him. But the problem is, throughout the entirety of that, what is it, like 45-minute mission, Gordon acts like a clown the entire time. Which is very different than the more, like, I would say Breaking Bad version or Arkham Knight version of Jim Gordan we got in Lego DC Supervillains, and the more, like, leadership role that we saw in Lego Batman 3 and 2 with Jim. I wouldn't say Jim had much of a personality in Lego Batman 1, considering all the characters didn't really talk anyway, you know? But it's a shame that they went the route of, we're going to turn Gordan into a complete yutz. Which, you know, is not cool, personally, but, I mean, it's a Lego game. Robin's going to be in the game later, so I don't understand why they had to do that to Jimbo in the game itself. When, I mean, I get it, they're doing a parody of Jeffrey Wright. Yeah, fine. But it just feels like it's kind of overdone to the point where it's a little bit mean-spirited. Like, aha, we changed Commissioner Gordon, but we made him a complete, a joke. So, I didn't like that. And the more I saw footage of that, I was kind of like, yeah, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. I was thinking some other words in my head, like, you know, this is weird, but it is what it is. Because Robin's going to be in the game anyway, and you know they're going to make fun of Robin like they always do in the Lego games, so I don't think they needed to take that approach with Commissioner Gordon, but it is what it is. It's just something I noticed after, like, seeing multiple footage. Also, his gameplay, like, they give him this weird foam gun, but nobody liked using the foam gun for the character. Like, out of all the characters that you'll probably play out of the 7, I have a feeling that James is going to end up on, like, some of the worst character tier lists, because people just aren't going to want to play as him. He's very boring. So, you know, just something to think about. Like, the character just, he doesn't have very good takedown. And again, it's pre-alpha build that people will be playing at New York Comic Con and some other places, but it's something to really think about. Like, why did they do that to Jim? The good news is, at least it proves with changing the way that Jim looks, it shows that Lego Batman 4 is in its own new continuity, which means that they have a lot of potential to do all kinds of storytelling the way that they want to. They're not tied down to the storytelling of the original Lego Batman universe, which consisted of both video games and movies, which people forget about, but there was both animated Lego Batman movies all the way up till, I think, 2019, and there was Lego Batman video games, obviously. Is it all open now? Are we under the water, or are we... No, okay, it's not done yet. I gotta continue to drain stuff. Well, I couldn't tell if it was fully drained because I couldn't see the water level. We gotta keep pumping it then. Whoop. And then we can, of course, blow that up. So, just drain in the water. Okay, now we're good to go. Catwoman music. Da, 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 da. And boom. Yay! Well, yeah, I mean, out of all the content creators I've heard from, not one of them have told me that Jim Gordan is fun to play as, that they just kept playing as Batman the whole time, and they would only switch to Jim when it was, like, necessary to get through a puzzle, and then immediately they switch back to Batman. So that's what it's going to be like with Jim in the game. Also, from content creators I spoke to, they were like, I didn't really like the change of Commissioner Gordon, and also didn't like the change that he's kind of an idiot. Like, they make his, I don't know if it's Commissioner Loeb or whatever, they have this big macho guy at the end of the demo come in and he berates Jim, and he's a very masculine, like, black character. But they still made Jim, like, kind of look like the idiot of the group, which is weird. It's a weird take, but, you know, it is what it is. But still, I mean, are you really going to play a Batman game to play as Jim Gordan? Of course not. But I wish that they would have handled the character with a little bit more respect. But, you know, sometimes with parodies, it's like, companies are like, how far can we go with this? Maybe they should have just dialed it back a little bit, but it is what it is. It's not, you know, the end of the world. Jim in this game, like, LB1, he kind of acts like an idiot a little bit, especially the sequence where he gets kidnapped by Harley and Joker, so maybe they're just hearkening back to that, I don't know. But it did feel kind of like, yeah, I'm not on board with this a little bit. And I keep meaning to post my 30-minute gameplay impressions, but I'm lazy, so. Also, I don't sleep much these days, so, you know. Keep forgetting to post that stuff. Pretty soon it's not going to be relevant. By the time I actually post that stuff, I was just thinking of this. By the time I do that, they'll probably have the next trailer out for Lego Batman 4. I'll be like, oops, probably should have gotten that up. But, oh well. That's life, you know? You win some, you lose some. You can't chase every single trend as a YouTuber. You can try, but you'll drive yourself crazy. And that's true. Part of me, like, listening to the Batman music, it makes me want to try to play Batman the Animated Series again, but I don't want to fight the Riddler anytime soon. That would be annoying. Oh. Well, I have not been sucking those up, so oops. My bad. Yeah, I haven't been doing that. Oops. Whoopsies. I mean, I don't think I have to in order to complete the level, though. Not really. Huh. Robin's gonna get blown up in 3, 2, 1. Some things never change. Oh, it's funny. Oh, I enjoyed that. I wish I could play some Arkham music. You realize Arkham music is content ID, right? You can't play Arkham music. I would love to play Arkham music. You kidding me? Can't do that, though. Unless you guys want a super chat, but I don't have an... This computer doesn't have the Arkham soundtrack even hooked up to it. Or not, actually, that's the wrong phrase. I don't have the soundtrack as MP3s on this PC. The soundtrack is in my car, and it's upstairs in the office, but I don't have a copy of it on this computer. Now, the streaming computer doesn't have it. Mario plus Rabbids when? Probably never again. I mean, you can hype yourself up for it, but I don't see it happening because the team responsible for making that aren't at Ubisoft anymore. They started their own game developer studio. And Nintendo's not happy with Mario Rabbids because the second game failed. They should have saved the second game for the Switch too. It was too soon. The first game did phenomenal, but the second game, it released too soon. And it just, you know, didn't go well. Also, non-Batman related, do you guys know that Nintendo slashed the price the very week that Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle 2 came out? So the OG Kingdom Battle, they slashed the price on exactly 1 week before the new game came out, and the price change lasted for 2 weeks. So that impacted sales for the new, you know, Mario Rabbids, because Nintendo was thinking, oh, if we slash the price, they'll buy both of them. But what people ended up doing, who never played Mario Rabbids before, they just bought the first game for like, I think it was like 15 bucks. It was a heck of a price cut. The game was like 60, and then they did a price slash to like 15 bucks the same week that Mario Rabbids 2 came out. That was a pretty mean-spirited thing to do to Ubisoft. Oops. So, I mean, that probably played a role in why the game didn't sell very well either. You know, Nintendo was too adamant about trying to sell the first Mario Rabbids game. Like, they should have done a price cut like a couple months before the game came out, or maybe like after the game had been out for a while. But I mean, you know, Nintendo doesn't listen to anybody. They do their own thing. They don't really care if it impacts their partners or not. It's all about if they can make the most money. But I do remember them doing that. And I was like, well, that seems kind of weird. Oh, well. Oh, I thought Robin would end up getting fried down here. I guess not. You wonder if the Arkham Knight suit will be in it? Why? I don't think Jason Todd's going to be in this unless they do DLC. We haven't heard about any DLC or any additional characters after Gamescom. None. My contacts are still furthering that there's 7 playable characters in the campaign. Which is Batman, Gordon, Robin, Batgirl, Catwoman, Talia, and then Nightwing. Can't even play as Alfred. Which I wanted to hit people with a serving tray of justice. Kind of a bummer. Oh well. So I mean, you know, unless they are going to release more characters, I don't know. But I keep hearing the magic number is 7. But there's 3 different Robins? There is 3 different Robins. You wear their Robin costume. So I have a screenshot that a YouTuber sent me. And it looks like there's 70 bat suits. Either I'm counting it wrong, and there's 70, or there's like 60. And then both Jim Gordan has 10 to 15. And probably the other characters also have about 15 or 20, maybe. 10 at the very minimum, but Batman has the most. Which makes sense. It's not like a deal breaker or anything like that. I don't think so. Most people will be more happy about, like, different bat suits for Batman than they will different suits for Robin, Catwoman, Batgirl, and stuff like that. When do I think we'll see, like, later beta stuff? I don't know if you will. I think we'll only see the alpha build until they release the main game. Or they could be telling us that's the alpha build and it's not. I don't know. As far as I know, no, you can't play as any villains in the new game. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to say if and or the other because I don't know. I wasn't at Gamescom. All I have is the press release, and the press release says 7 playable characters. And the 7 playable characters are all Bat family members, basically. It's hard for me to see Talia as a Bat family member, but if they're going with the Grant Morrison version, then I get it. Yeah, probably. Now we have to blow this up. And we have to blow up Robin because I feel like it. Blow up Robin! Oh, it's funny. Will K-Wing be in the game? Why would I? I'm not a WB influencer anymore. I would have loved to have been in a LEGO game a long time ago, sure, but nah, it never happened. There's no customizable characters either, so it's the LEGO game, no customizable characters. You can't build your own characters. Which is kind of a bummer if you think about it, but you know, most people like to make their own custom LEGO characters. So that's out the window. That's bye-bye. I haven't played it, Blazing. I have different B-roll footage that was given to me. So I've got the IGN footage, and then I got B-roll of different, like, free roaming sections. But I don't know if I can use the free roaming sections for a video or not. But I have a pretty good comprehensive idea of how combat works, just based on seeing the gameplay close up, as well as more free roaming sections. One thing that you didn't see people do at Gamescom, I can tell you right now, which I don't know if YouTubers are talking about this or not. They should have been. You know how in Arkham Knight you can jettison out of the Batmobile into a glide? So in Lego Batman 4, when you're in any car, you can jettison out of the car like in Arkham Knight. So you can go right into a glide, whether you're in the police car as Jim Gordan, or you're in a Batmobile or Batbike. So just like Arkham Knight, you can shoot out of the Batmobile and get right into a glide and start exploring the city. So that's kind of cool. And they never showed that at Gamescom, though. I was hoping that would be the thing. So I got confirmation of that. I think it was like 2 days ago. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. It makes sense, though. I mean, if you're going to do Arkham, you're going to do all of Arkham. And the person's like, yeah, that's true. So you have the stealth of Arkham. You've got the, you know, jettisoning out of the Batmobile, like in Arkham. You've got different gadgets, like in Arkham. I want to have Jim Gordan beat him up. Jim Gordan beat him up. Where's Jim? Where's Jim? Where's Jim? Yes! I am the law. I am the law. Get back here. You. Ah, okay, that's rude. This man is trying to get away from Jim Gordan. I don't think so. And he's gonna throw trash at us now? Yeah. So yeah, I found that kind of cool. I saw more free roaming as well, like some B-roll footage I have. You can go inside buildings. So there are several buildings when you're exploring Gotham that you'll be able to go inside. It is a living, breathing Gotham City. So it's not like, you know how in Arkham you would find all these stores that you would want to go in, but you could only go inside the Mad Hatter, and you could go inside the courtroom, and you could go inside the, whatchamacallit, the steel mill and stuff like that. In the Lego Batman 4 game, there is different areas of the map that you'll be exploring, and there are shops you can walk into, like coffee stores. There's a record store, a comic book store. There's a place where you can go and play guitar. So you'll actually be able to go inside places. They've already confirmed that Wayne Manor is in the game. The Batcave is in the game. You can go and explore those places. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot to do in the game, especially if you're just trying to explore to your heart's content. You'll be able to go into, I wouldn't say a lot of buildings, but some. And some that aren't tied to the story either. They're just part of Gotham's aesthetic. So that's kind of nice, right? Very GTA-like, I would say. A little bit. Excuse me, I'm eating some ice cream. I have stealth gameplay footage, yes. I don't know if I can show it, though. I didn't record the footage. So, I can use it for a news video, probably. But I have to, you know, I have to find out. The IGN footage anybody can use, because, you know, nobody respects IGN. even crime fighters need ice cream. Everybody loves ice cream. You show me one person that doesn't like ice cream. And I mean, actually hates ice cream. Not that like, oh, I prefer, you know, pudding or whatever. Like, no human being that I've met hates ice cream. They might not like it very much, but they will eat it, and they still think ice cream's amazing. They don't have it very much. I don't have ice cream very much, personally. Ice cream is like something that I mostly have in the summertime, if at all. And then I have it for my birthday, or like sometimes if we have a Christmas cake, we'll get it with ice cream or something. I mean, you know, we're adults. Obviously, we're not going to be eating ice cream and a lot of sugar very much. When you're college age and when you're a teenager and a kid, you can have more sugar than you can when you're an adult. Your body's changed to the point where sugar doesn't break down very well. Either you get very fat, you get diabetes, you get heart problems. So you don't want to have too much sugar like when you're in your like late 30s, early 40s, things like that. Because that'll have huge ramifications for your health when you're in your golden years. But you don't have to swear off sweets completely. You just have to, you know, everything in moderation. What does IGN have against Demon Slayer? IGN is partially consists of tourists. You have people that came in. The people that are there now, a majority of them are from like 2018, 2020, 21. Like, you have a lot of activists over there, and they're kind of idiots when it comes to game stuff, so they're tourists. The really well-respected gamers that used to work for IGN, they're long gone. Just like how, you know, like a lot of crazy people work at Rocksteady, the same thing can be said for IGN. There are still some respectable people there behind the scenes, but a lot of the other people are weirdos. IG who again? Exactly, Joseph. Exactement. Let's go, Jimmy. Let's go. Jim Gordan isn't gonna mess around. He's just gonna shoot you. I am the law. Yeah, but you see how in this game Jim Gordan had like a certain type of like decorum to how he acts and behaves. See how he's kind of cautious when he's walking around with his gun and stuff like that? The Jim Gordan in the new game, he acts like a clown. So he, you know, they make him kind of a scaredy cat too. His walk that I've seen, unless they change it like when they release the game, he has a very cautious walk. Like he's very, very skittish. You know, we got Jim here. He's got his hands in his pocket, very calm. You know, ready to kick butt, I guess, as police commissioner guy. You know, he's very cop-like. When Jim Gordan is standing idle in the new game, he drinks from a mug that says "World's Best Cop." So it's like they play up the comedy a little bit too much for Jim, which it should have been like when you parody something, right? When you parody a serious thing like the Batman, you don't want to go too far in. You want to like balance it out a little bit, like, because that's what makes parody funny. If everything is like a joke like 24/7, then it's not a very good parody of the source material. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, we kind of ran out of ideas, so everything is just silly and dumb. Like, parody has to have a little bit of nuance with it, you know? And from what I've seen, the Jim Gordan stuff, both free roam and in the story, they didn't really handle Jimbo very well. Like, not at all. So that, you know, to the point where maybe some people will complain when the game comes out that, you know, they were kind of mean to Jim, and they'll say, oh, you know, it's because of his skin color and stuff like that, which is absurd, but who knows? You never know what those people are gonna do, to be honest. There's no way of knowing. Everything upsets them, so... I think we just charm this guy and walk right in, right? Yep, okay. Ivy, can you stand next to this? I'm gonna blow this all up. Darn, she moved. The whole point of blowing you up is for you not to move. Defeats the whole purpose. How dare you? Let's suck up this stuff if you can. Or not. You have to get in with me? Can I just drive without you? Yeah, I'm driving without you, I don't care. And if they do a Lego Batman collection, just so you know, I'm buying it again. Because even though I have it on Steam, like, I would love to have it on my Switch too. Like, are you kidding me? It'd be awesome. I don't know if I would buy it any more than that though. Like, if I would get a Lego Batman collection for PS5 if it was on the Switch. Probably just get the Switch 2 version, because being able to play games on the go is the whole appeal of the Switch anyway. That's its thing, you know? That's why I got it. Oh god. There we go. I wouldn't say that race swapping a character makes them better. I don't agree with that. Oh, I have to suck up more of that stuff? Oh, okay. Man, I haven't done free roam in this in a long time. Or, sorry, not free roam. Free roam does not exist in this. Yeah, put up a thing that says free roam. No. It's free play, free play, free play. Whoa. Why is that guy just standing there? Okay, well, whatever. Time for you to go up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. There we go. Whoops. My bad, sorry about that. Didn't mean to kick you. Yes, I did. Is that Jim Gordan? Oh, that's Catwoman. Hard to see. Money. I don't think you can... Wait, who's this guy? Zookeeper guy! Oh wow, they have everybody here. Everyone is here, including Zookeeper. Oh, that worked. Wow. I didn't think that was gonna work actually. Bum 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 ba-dum, bum 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 bum. You gotta go out the window now. Thank you. Hooray! Whoops. Nope, you gotta be Jim. Yes! I love that they have Jim Gordan right next to Batgirl. It's kind of cool. So pretty much, I think I figured out how the whole Lego Batman 4 thing is going to work. So, whatever the first mission is, which will probably be like in Tibet, I think that Talia is going to play a big role in the tutorial stuff, like her and, you know, Bruce. And then the real first Batman mission that you'll have will probably be the Red Hood gang, likely. And then after the Red Hood gang, either they're going to introduce like another like stage that you do with James Gordan as your partner, or they're going to go right into the Robin stuff, like the, you know, the Batman Forever story stuff with Riddler and Two-Face probably. And then what we've seen from Gordan is each chapter you'll be hanging out with a different like sub-character, like Robin or Batgirl or, you know, whoever. It'd be fun if you could have like Lucius Fox go on missions with you. That'd be kind of fun. Especially if they get somebody who sounds like... They need to make sure with Lucius Fox, they have to get somebody that sounds like Morgan Freeman. You can't... In fact, get Morgan Freeman himself. I'm sure he would love to do it. Because the guy is in his late 80s now. I don't think he's got Hollywood, like, banging down his door to get a lot of roles anymore. Like, you reach a certain age and Hollywood doesn't want to, you know, give you roles anymore. So maybe, just maybe, we can get Morgan Freeman to actually reprise his role as Lucius Fox. That would be pretty cool. I think that'd be awesome. You kidding me? Zkeeper is legendary. Legendary Zkeeper. Zookeeper. What's a Zkeeper? There's that tiredness setting in again. Well, it's because the Lego Batman 1 Gotham is based on Tim Burton's Gotham. They were heavily inspired by the Dark Deco stuff. And then Lego Batman 2 takes its inspiration from, which is weird that you said you didn't like Gotham as much in Lego Batman 2. Lego Batman 2's Gotham is inspired by Batman the Animated Series. It's like absolute peak. Whereas the Gotham that you'll see in Lego Batman 4 or Dark Knight Legacy, Legacy of the Dark Knight, is inspired by Arkham. It's just a really big Arkham City thing. Ah, Arkham City, see what I did there? Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Well, Lego Batman 2 is based after the animated series. Kind of. But not Batman the Animated Series, the first season. Go back and look at Gotham, how it looks in the New Adventures, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, LB2 looks very similar to the Gotham that Batman and Robin hang out in the New Adventures, the black and gray bat suit. Ivy, you have to go up and get that. Oh yeah, that was easy. Okay, never mind. There we go. Hooray! How do I get out of here? That's not good. Oh, never mind. That's all we need to do. See, I was overthinking things. I didn't overthink things. I just do. If I could just stand on that duck long enough, you slide right off. Oh, wait, there it is. Ah! Winning. Actually, I think that's all I need now. And then just walk back in here and do my thing. Oh, never mind. 5 more. 5 more to go. Lego Batman 3 was all about the Justice League? Yes, it was. And it was about traveling planets. Remember, there was free roaming in Lego Batman 3, it just wasn't Gotham. You could free roam on, like, distant DC planets. Some people really like that. I didn't. Oh, that's it for the ice cream. Will Mark Hamill come back as the Joker? No. Why would he? I highly doubt it. You would think so, because not a lot of people hire him anymore. He could have the steady income as the Joker. Especially when he keeps, like, ticking off, like, most of his fans. Like, every day. You think he would want to have steady income, but he's like, no, I'm never gonna do the role again. And then he's like, hey, is there any new roles that I can do in Hollywood right now? And they're like, nope. And it's like, Mark, what happened to that GoFundMe game you were doing that you stole, like, all this money from people? Are you ever gonna finish that? Mark Hamill's like, what? Oh, Star Citizen? It's in development still. Really, Mark? Okay. If you say so. Anybody remember Star Citizen? Yeah. Well, yeah, it got me upset too, because I wanted to explore Gotham and Lego Batman 3 as well, but they did the whole planet thing. So you could go to different planets in the DC universe that were associated with... They were doing this big push for the Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver Green Lantern lore stuff. So DC back then was really pushing heavily on the, whatchamacallit, the different Lantern lore. Remember when they introduced, it was what, like around 2014, 2015? They introduced all the different spectrums of the Green Lantern, whatever. They made more colors, basically. And so it was right around that time that it just ended up being plopped right into the game. But, you know, that was the big selling thing for that. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But, I expressed to Traveler's Tales when I was there at E3. It's like, I mean, I appreciate you guys doing all this stuff and wanted to broaden our horizons with different DC stuff, but I'm a Batman guy. I don't really care about the other greater DC universe. It's like, I just want to do cool stuff in Gotham City and stuff, and they're like, well, in this game, you get to do cool stuff all over the universe. And it's like, yeah, okay, don't want to. Don't really want to. But I get it. You know, Lego Batman 3 was okay. It wasn't terrible. But it wasn't... I wouldn't say it's like the cream of the crop of the Lego Batman games. I still think 2 is peak. The spin-off game, Lego DC Supervillains, would be, like, probably right up there, too. Because they did a phenomenal job with, that spin-off game. Because it doesn't say Lego Batman 4 DC Supervillains. It literally says Lego DC Supervillains. It cuts Batman completely out of the pedigree. They're like, nope, it's its own thing. So that's why a lot of fans call Lego DC Supervillains a spin-off of Lego Batman. Because it kind of is. Nothing there, okay. Blah. Yeah, Lego Batman 3 is a good game. It's just, it's not my, yeah, not your favorite. Me too. There were some things about Lego Batman 3 they did really well. And there were other things that they didn't do very well. What is Star Citizen? Oh, you don't know about that? Mark Hamill got together with a bunch of ailing actors and made a video game that is essentially like this generation's version of Wing Commander. If anybody remembers Wing Commander, it's essentially what it is. It was a space opera, like Star Wars, like Wing Commander, and Mark Hamill had a executive producer role, as well as he had, like, he played 2 characters in the game. And the game has been in development hell for like almost 13 years now, with really hardly any information. So when Mark Hamill ticks people off, which he does, you know, quite often, some fans will go up to him and be like, "Hey Mark, if you have all this time to be goading people over politics, what happened to all the people that paid money for Star Citizen?" And then he gets really mad, and he like privates his Twitter, or he says he's getting off Twitter for a while. But it's a legitimate question though, because like I paid for Star Citizen. Like, I'm part of the Kickstarter people. I think I put like $100 on the Kickstarter for Star Citizen 13 years ago. I haven't even gotten a T-shirt like for that. And I think I did the T-shirt poll or whatever it was. I don't remember what the $100 thing was. I used to do a lot of Kickstarters when I had the money to do it. I was a Kickstarter on Shovel Knight. I was a Kickstarter for a lot of stuff, but I didn't have enough money to have my face in the game. If I would have like taken a page from The Completionist, you know, I could have used and stolen money to have myself propped up in video games and stuff like that back in the day. But I didn't know that was an okay thing to do, you know. I still can't believe he did that. It's just so... Wasn't the guy that I knew. Maybe Maker changed him, I don't know. Or maybe I didn't know him at all, I don't know. It's hard to say that as a YouTuber you know people, because you don't really know people, because people put up masks when you're, you know, in public, or you go to these events and you meet people. You don't really get to know them on a personal level. Professional level, yeah, I guess, but... I will tell you this, it was very expensive to have your face as a portrait in one of the Shovel Knight games, I believe it was. You had to spend like $500, $1,000, something like that. So I only did the $100 tier on Shovel Knight, or whatever it was. So there's no way I was going to get anything other than like a t-shirt, or I think a soundtrack or something. I don't remember. It's a long time ago. What's funny is Yacht Club Games still knows who I am, though. I was talking to them on Twitter a little while ago. They're like, "Hey, you're still on the press list for Mina," or yeah, I think that's what it's called, Mina, the Castlevania mice thing. So I was like, I hope they remember me on the press list. I want to cover that game on Halloween, and finances aren't where I want them to be. So. Can't buy every game I want to cover. Well, of course, you do a Kickstarter, you expect them to finish it. Star Citizen has been in development longer than I've been a streamer, you know? I had to turn to live streaming in 2016. Star Citizen has been in development a very long time, and they go dark a lot. They don't tell people. At one point, I thought Star Citizen was finally going to release because Henry Cavill was involved. Like, Henry Cavill, had a starring role in the game as like the opposite side of Mark Hamill's. I think he was the villain of Mark Hamill's game or something. I don't remember. But they would, you know, they would digitally recreate the actors, and the actors would do their voices and stuff. It looked like a blast. Like, I'm not saying Star Citizen is a scam. I'm just saying that instead of doing the stuff that Mark Hamill's been doing the past 10 years, which is, like, alienating his fan base over politics and stuff, and if he's looking for work and all this other stuff, he should have completed his Star Citizen game. Because, you know, it would be more acting credits for him to show people what he's capable of as an actor who's, you know, getting up there in years, as well as he made a really great Wing Commander franchise on PC in the 90s. Like, Wing Commander was really good. So I wanted to see him succeed with Star Citizen, but nothing came of it. It's just, I don't like it when people say, hey, we're going to release a game, and then they never make it, and they keep the money, and you're like, hey, what happened to the game? You know, or can I get my refund? And they're like, well, you did the Kickstarter all these years ago, so no, we can't refund you because, you know, that statute of limitations thing. It's like, I'm just thinking that's a bunch of malarkey. But, oh well. I say if you're going to do a Kickstarter, you need to honor the Kickstarter. Release the game, release whatever you can. Even a demo at this point of Star Citizen would be fine. Be like, okay, let's go. Why not? That would work out. It would actually work out pretty well. Because it would tell people, hey, we've got stuff that's going on with this game. Thanks so much. We appreciate you guys, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, look forward to the finished game in a couple years. But here's a demo to tide you over. Something, but... nah, companies don't do that. Not from what I've seen. I have to bring the... oops. Sorry, Mr. Elephant. Mostly sorry. We have to use this. What are you doing? Oh. Wing Commander did come on PlayStation? Really? I mean, it had to look terrible, though, because that Wing Commander was tailor-made for the PC. If they did release Wing Commander on PlayStation, the 3D had to probably look terrible. I remember what 3D games looked like on the early PlayStation. It was not pleasant. It wasn't really the future that they described it as. It couldn't hold a candle to PC gaming back then. Just not at all. Why are you not braking? Oh, it did look really bad? Okay. Makes sense. Wasn't there something back here? Yeah, that's what it is. So we need poison ivy. Poison ivy. Yeah, they're not doing the pain-in-the-neck puzzles for the Riddler. At least from what we saw. You have to remember, each island of Gotham is going to up the ante a little bit. So maybe the puzzles, like... the Riddler puzzles that people were able to discover, like, at Gamescom, like, were very basic. Because, I mean, game journalists are idiots, for one. Influencers are dumber. So, if they want people to say good thing about their game, like, I wouldn't have any trauma-inducing, like, Riddler puzzles at Gamescom if I worked at Traveler's Tales. I don't think that would be good, because you want people buzzing about so many good aspects of their game, right? You don't want to give them something that they're going to be like, oh, they're bringing back the terrible riddle puzzles from Arkham. You want to keep that stuff simple because those people are just not gonna, they're not gonna get it. They're not diehard Arkham fans either, you know? I speaketh the truth. That's just not how they do things. But who knows? Maybe they'll have more challenging Riddler stuff, like more akin to Arkham, the later you get into the game. Or maybe they won't. Not sure. It's all up to them. Well, I've already talked about this, Granddaddy, but I'll tell you again. I don't like the voice of Batman in Lego Batman 4 Dark Knight Legacy or Legacy of the Dark Knight because the Batman voice that they got, they're trying to make the actor sound like Robert Pattinson. They're trying to do a parody of Robert Pattinson. I guess Troy Baker couldn't, handle that, and also Troy Baker was probably busy wrapping up the Indiana Jones game. He was doing probably voiceover for the DLC at the time, as well as there was a voice actor strike in last year and the year before, so that could have played a factor. You probably don't remember this, but Lego Marvel 2, they had a voice actors strike, and all the actors that played in the first Lego Marvel that everybody loved to death, and they sounded like the characters and all this other stuff, like, Lego Marvel was amazing. The sequel wasn't very good, and fans don't really like it very much because it doesn't have any semblance of the first game because everybody sounds different. They couldn't even get a Captain America that sounded like the guy who played Captain America in the first version of Lego Marvel. Like, it was a problem. Ghostbusters? So, when they did most of the voice acting in this new Lego game, it's going to consist of new talent as well as classic voice actors. Not this game in general, like Lego Batman 4 is what I'm saying. Lego Batman 4 is going to have a wider range of, I guess you could say, talent. I don't know. Maybe. But I have nothing against the voice actor who's playing the Batman role in the Dark Knight Legacy thing. I just think that his voice is for a different type of Batman. One that I don't think works in a legacy format because you're going to have Michael Keaton's Batman like stuff in the game, you're going to have Val Kilmer, you're going to have Christian Bale and all this other stuff, and if you have a guy who's whispering as Batman and it's supposed to be an episodic thing that takes place over the entirety of his career, you want a Batman whose voice is going to age with the character. If he just sounds like Robert Pattinson the entire time, I think that'll be a huge letdown for a lot of people. Because, again, it's like an episodic story that takes place over the span of, like, years. Instead of it taking place in, like, one day, like they do in most of the Arkham games. Like, all that stuff goes down over the course of one day. The Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight will take place over several days, or years, or whatever. Years, I believe. So you'll feel that time skip sometime. Which is fine, I don't think there's a problem with it. Excuse me. We forgot to use Jimbo. Whoops. Yay! Commissioner Gordon, gun action! Haha! can't hide from me. Do I think Troy Baker has a great Batman voice? Yeah. He was the voice of Lego Batman ever since Lego Batman 2. And he was the voice of Batman in the TMNT crossover movie. I think he was Batman in Batman Ninja. He was Telltale Batman. He was both Lego Batman and Telltale Batman, and he played the characters differently each time. If you listen to Telltale Batman, he kind of gave Bruce Wayne almost like a New Jersey accent a little bit, which is actually kind of cool because Gotham is supposed to take place in New Jersey, so. Oh. I have to build that. Troy Baker's always been one of your favorites. He's a really good actor. I'm still amazed by his performance of Indiana Jones. If he doesn't win some type of award for his, like, amazing mimic of Harrison Ford in the Great Circle or Great Crusade, whatever it's called, it'll be a crime because he really sounds like Harrison. He sounds like a young Harrison Ford. Or a young Indiana Jones. It's incredible. Whoa. Kind of forgot what I was doing. Okay, so what do we got here? A bat symbol? Correct. We don't even need to do that, though. Really. And you just switch to a character with super strength, like Mr. Freeze. There he is. Huh? For reals? I thought you would... What? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I see. Mm-hmm. Doctor Who? I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of waning here, guys, a little bit. Whoa. Aren't I supposed to go back to the boat? Excuse me. And there was no flyers in LB1? Was there? No, there were no flyers. Wow. You could glide. Whoops. One sec. I'm not doing very well here. Okay, there we go. Then I just blow this up and we go fight, Man-Bat, I think. I don't... Yeah. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. God bless, buddy. Hope you have a wonderful night. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Did I read the super chat from the other person? It was Granddaddy. Oops. Yo, stop that. Bad man bat. Go away. Oh. Oh no, I forgot how to fight this fool. Can I throw a batarang at him when he's in the air? No. What happened now? Oh. Gotta ground this guy. Whoops. He's just not gonna stop throwing bombs at my face. Oh, right. I need to build something. See, I'm spacing out really, really bad. Alright, those dudes are getting kind of annoying. Where's the Flash when you need him to make a fast build? Darn it. Didn't mean to do that. Stop. Need to build the record player again. So you're not feeling good? No. You guys, I think Zelda's getting sick. I have to put her in the basement. Oh, okay. So the Nintendo Direct in the morning. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. This looks like a job for Commissioner Gordon. Yeah! Commissioner Gordon got it done. Yep, you have a wonderful night, Granddaddy Otaku. Alright, we're gonna end in the back here. I will take a couple questions until at least 1 o'clock, but I'm done with gameplay because gameplay is gonna put me to sleep. So, yeah. We'll just hang out in the bat cave or whatever. There it is. I'm gonna lower the music to a little bit. So if you guys have any questions about Lego Batman, Batman in general, or whatever, now's your time to ask. If not, I'm gonna end the stream soon because I'm kind of out of it. Let's see. Let me get my phone here. I have my phone in my hand. My phone in my hand. Okay, now I might have made it too quiet. That's fine. Actually, that thumbnail came out looking really good with Commissioner Gordon and Batman on there. What? Who the heck is that? Marvel Rivals? Bird Lady? I don't know who that is. Thoughts on Lego Joker's voice actor? I don't know who's playing him. He sounds like Heath Ledger, but then the guy who plays Red Hood 1 sounds like he's doing an impression of Jack Nicholson. So I don't know. Are Lego Batman 1 and 2 in the same canon? Also, trivial, but Lego has never released an official Mad Hatter figure in a set? Wow. I didn't know that. Lego Batman 1 and 2, as well as the Lego Batman animated movies, are canon to LB1. They're all from the same universe. Lego Batman 4 is a reboot. So it's a brand spanking new thing. Thoughts on, how is the view count? Should I switch to the shorts? Oh, you mean the hourly? Yeah, you can push the shorts. I would. Yeah, I would probably do that. I'm too tired to ask people to do that, though. Jim Gordon sort of finds out Bruce is Batman in The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah. He did. Marvel Rivals The Phoenix. Is Lego Batman 4 helping us to get the next AA Batman game? Probably. Yeah. Luke, will you be checking out the Peacemaker and Vigilante skins on Fortnite? They come in a bundle and have emotes from the show. It drops tomorrow. I don't have money for that. I have enough money to pre-order Metroid Prime 4. So as soon as we get a release date for Metroid Prime, I'm pre-ordering it. And then I get paid... We get paid for our YouTube channel next week. And the money that Amber gets paid for her job goes to groceries and bills. Things like that. So I don't have any extra cash to do frivolous things. I wanted to try to get the Green Ranger still. I'm trying to. But I haven't been very successful with that. I don't know if I'll even get the Green Ranger thing or not. I'm gonna try. I want to try for the Megazord too, but... His Joker voice is the younger Mark Hamill, but deeper and raspier. I think Batman performance is so unique, though, and I always like seeing him in the media. Oh, Brody, you were talking about Troy Baker. Yeah, totes agree. I like his Joker Arkham voice, actually. I keep seeing rumors about the next Smash Brothers game to be announced. Too soon. If they announce Smash Brothers tomorrow, I'll eat my hat. It's way too soon. They just wrapped up DLC for Smash Brothers Ultimate like 2.5 years ago. Way too soon. That's just my personal opinion, though, but it's way too soon for another Smash Brothers game. 2027, maybe. Do you think we'll ever see the Ayer cut? No. I don't believe you'll ever see the Ayer cut, no. If I interviewed James Gunn, what would I ask him? I would have to think about that. I would really have to think about how I would approach that. Mario Kart World DLC, find out tomorrow morning. Not long now. Less than 12 hours away. If they did a Nightwing skin on Fortnite, would you buy it in a heartbeat? Yes. Because I'm a... Will you film yourself eating the hat? No. Because I really wouldn't want to eat the hat because they're all Batman hats. They're nice hats, too. I've got Chris Nolan Batman hats. I've got Ben Affleck Batman hats. I got the Batman. I think I even have a Batman Forever hat still somewhere. Lot of Nolan Batman hats, though. So I don't want to ruin it. Kwings love hats. Yeah, it's weird though. I've been wearing hats for like over 25 years and I didn't go bald. I was always told if you wear baseball hats, you'll go bald because like your head needs to breathe. So, but I've been wearing baseball hats for a long time. Me and Craig both, but Craig went bald. Craig from Screw Attack. So, I mean, there must have been something to it. I guess I was just lucky because I have really thick hair. But I like wearing baseball hats. Come on, buy a new hat. No. Are you a fan of John Cena? I'm not a fan. I think he's funny. 4 years since DLC, actually. Really, Rebel? Wow. Okay. Alright. Well, it's been 4 years then. I did not know that. It feels like it was 2.5 years ago. So maybe the time is right for an announcement for Smash Brothers. I guess we'll find out. I want Xenogears remake. Yeah, that'd be cool, Nolan. Do you think the GCPD will look like the Arkham or the Batman in Lego DC, or jeez, in Lego Batman 4, you mean? Like the Dark Knight Legacy game? What would GCPD look like? The Batman. Highly likely. Buy a new hat, please. No. I just bought a new hat a couple years ago. 2022, I got 2 new Batman hats that were based on Robert Pattinson's Bat logo. And face, or something like that. Oh, excuse me. Oh. You guys have any more for me? Because I'm going to get going soon. So I'm waning here. I'm waning. I'm waning something fierce. And not like waning as like in Bruce Wayne. Waning as means you're out of it. Some people are like, how are you able to be so articulate when you're tired? It's like, I have no idea. Maybe my brain is just really nerdy and dumb. I don't know. I'm just able to remember certain things. Only when it comes to comic books and video games, though. maybe world history. It depends how tired I am. I'd say till be graphic upgrade for Smash Brothers Ultimate, like Breath of the Wild got. Of course you're gonna get a graphic upgrade. It'd be a new system. Why wouldn't you? Luke, IK Nightwing's pickaxe would be his Akursma sticks, but what would be his glider, and what emotes would you give him? I would just give him a regular, like, almost like Ninja Glider. Make it black and blue. His emotes? I don't... his emote would be how he looks at the screen and he breaks a Batarang in half from Young Justice. Him probably jumping on a tightrope. And maybe eating a slice of pizza or something like that. I don't know. Or probably be playing with his puppy that has like 3 legs. Because, you know, Nightwing and Batgirl adopted a puppy. You need a Batman tattoo? No thanks. There are titles about the Super Mario movie. Yeah, I heard it's going to be Mario Galaxy. Go for it. Will you soon talk about Amusement Mile in the Clayface movie? I haven't seen any production stuff from the Clayface thing. I'm not really paying attention to it very much. I'm not even following any... I'm getting off Twitter for a while. Like, I'm just going to hang out on not even my mentions. Like, I'm just going to tweet things that are interesting to me because I can't really look on Twitter right now because there's so much stuff about Charlie's passing. Or rather, Charlie's murder. And it's like, it's too much. Like, I've seen the video of him getting shot so many times now, it's like, I feel like I'm totally desensitized. It's all over the feed. I can't even find any, I haven't been able to find any game news whatsoever. It's all about Charlie. It's everywhere. Not even any stuff about 9/11 either. My tweet about 9/11 and a couple other influencers or whatever, that was about it today. Of course, I'm very, you know, I have a lot of ties to 9/11 victims, so. But it's just, Twitter's a mess right now. Like, I can't find any game-related companies that I usually talk to or follow. Like, it's just all people talking about stuff that I don't normally talk about. What is your favorite Gotham mob boss? Black Mask. Confirmed the sequel title. Recommendations of Matt Berry to get used to his voice as Bane for Lego Batman 4. I mean, his Bane sounds like a parody of, he sounds like my voice when I do Bane. He sounds like this. It almost is kind of like a combination of the Harley Quinn Bane from the HBO Max show, as well as the things that Tom Hardy did, where he slowed his voice down and made things very articulate, but also terrifying with how he spoke with his mannerisms. But also, I mean, Bane kind of sounds like Tim Curry to me. If you guys know who Tim Curry is, he sounds like Tim Curry. So, I mean, I like the Bane voice. I think it's cool. I don't think it'll be a problem at all. What do I need to do for you to eat a new hat? I would never do that because I have anxiety issues. I would be thinking about where the hat has been and that it was poisoned, and I'd probably end up in the hospital because I'd be having, you know, panic-related stuff. I have issues with germs that stem from my car accident, so if it's not on my plate and it's not actually food, I'm not going to eat it. Just like I don't order food online. Like I've never bought any food off Amazon, Walmart, anything. I only buy food in the store. I don't even like doing DoorDash because I don't trust DoorDashers. Even though my wife was a DoorDasher. Will you soon talk about Amusement Mile and Clayface, the new DCU Batman lore, on your Arkham channel? Maybe. If I have time to do my Arkham channel. Your whole Instagram is like that? Yeah. Do you like Paul Dini's Batman comic run? Dini has done a couple comic books in the past. I wasn't aware that he's currently doing a run. I'll have to look into that. My cat Squish has got a sore paw. I'm sorry to hear about Squish. Well, I mean, you have to remember, my anxiety, disorder is not of my own. I was in a car accident and my head smashed up against the side of the wall, or the driver's side, the window. So, I had a little bit of, anxious thoughts sometimes as a teenager. Who didn't? But when I got in my car accident, it jostled stuff loose, and I developed an anxiety disorder. And I've been fighting it for 20 years. I'm on medicine and whatever, but, sometimes, if I worry about something too much, it can take over my whole life for a day or something like that. Completely cripple me with fear. It's like getting doused with Scarecrow's fear toxin. It's not fun. But it wouldn't have been as bad as it is if I never got in that car accident. So. But, I walked away from it, but I didn't walk away unscathed. I have a lot of, we'll say, internal scars. Internal scarring. Do you have any clothing of Nightwing? Yes, I do. I have a Nightwing I have 4 Nightwing baseball hats, all different variants of the Nightwing logo. I have several t-shirts. I have a Nightwing leather jacket. I have a Nightwing, what do they call it? A Nightwing sports jacket. Like football jacket or whatever they call it. I don't know. Like high school style Nightwing jacket. I had custom made back in 2015 around the time Arkham came out. Arkham Knight. I have a Nightwing costume. Like spandex. That I got before Arkham Knight. Long time ago. Right around the time of Arkham City I got that. And I did wear it for Halloween once. I haven't worn it ever again though. It's very tight. It's spandex, so. And I'm not a big muscular guy, so it doesn't look right on me. My internet cut off. I was asking from what you gathered, is the combat in Lego Batman 4 similar to the Arkham or classic Lego? Okay, I could talk about this. So, LB4's combat is Arkham. You have counters. You can jump over the heads of enemies. So, if you have a particular playstyle with Arkham, you can do that in, LB4. The only thing that you can't really do a lot of in LB4 is, there's not really an emphasis on gadget integration. You know how in, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins, you can kind of, do certain types of combos at your, at your whim. Like, if you want to throw a Batarang and then rush a guy and put it into a Bat Grapple takedown, or, do a Batarang takedown or whatever, you have variety that you can employ. Throw a Freeze Bomb, then go into a punch, jump over a guy. There's a little bit of variety in combat in Lego Batman 4, but mostly it's countering, jumping over enemies, beatdown rushes, or, the cape stun, but it's basically beatdown. And then you could throw a Batarang, or you can use your back grapple. That's about it. You can't really do, as far as I know, you can't do, a explosive takedown or things like that. But it's still, it's Arkham. It's just Legoized. But it's not fully Arkham. Does that make sense, Blazing? Does that answer your question? Are you excited that Robin might be in Batman Part 2? Yes. Your anxiety developed because of seeing gruesome things as security guard? Yeah, apparently it's very common for our generation, Joseph. People who, millennials and Gen X, people who witnessed 9/11, There's a staggering amount of people our age that developed anxiety-related disorders and diseases between the time of 2001 through 2020. And then there was like 2018. And then in 2020, there was more people from like Gen Z and other things who experienced anxiety-related disorders and diseases because of the pandemic. So there was a ton of people our age who suffered anxiety-related ailments because of 9/11, though. That was a trigger, a mental trigger for a lot of people. Caused a lot of mental trauma. Yeah, that answers your question? Great. Yeah, I saw some people blazing use batarangs when they were fighting people. So, like, there's this one footage I have in LB4 where Batman is on a rooftop and he's rescuing a civilian. And the guy's footage is he's throwing batarangs and, like, jumping over people. So he punches a little bit, he throws a batarang, and then he did a grapple takedown. But I don't know if the grapple takedown is just a regular takedown move or he actually activated it. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there. That's why it's hard to study B-roll footage that you get, because I haven't had hands-on. It's just based on, you know, my actual perception of it. So until I get hands-on, I don't know exactly how you utilize a lot of stuff. But I did see them punch and then throw batarangs in combat, so that's kind of Arkham-like. Anybody else have any other questions? Because we hit 1,000 views, so I can dip at any time. I'm happy we got 1,000 views though. I'm gonna conk out upstairs. I'm literally just gonna pass out because I'm done. Does Red Hood always kill? Is he only Bat Family member you murder in cold blood? Also, does he ever quit killing and just spare his victims like other people that were robbing? Damian and Jason have problems with killing people. Jason does use rubber bullets, but he also uses explosions. So the new 52 mentioned how he was trying to get away from the killing, but he still ended up killing people, just not as much. Pre-52 or pre-Flashpoint, Red Hood killed a lot of people and didn't care. Pre-52 Red Hood's characterization is in the movie Red Hood, or Batman Under the Red Hood, from 2010. So that's my favorite version of Jason, is unapologetic, you know, killer. Because it works for Jason, because Jason is the screwed up Robin who came back from the dead. Of course he's going to have problems. Also, he hates criminals, so. Whoa, let's not fall asleep on the couch. That would not be good. Batman would lose to Jason Voorhees in a fight? Probably not. He took on the Predator. You want to know what? LB4 is a dream Lego game that I didn't expect. Yeah, same. Jason never killed anyone until Joker tortured him. Yes he did. Jason killed a diplomat because the diplomat killed a girl that Jason was interested in. Jason pushed him off a, what was it, 10-story apartment building in 1985? 1986? Or 87. 87 or 88. He killed people. Batman shows up and he's like, hey, what happened to Enrique? And Jason's like, I guess I spooked him. He slipped. And then he goes off to mope for the dead girl that he never even asked out. He just had a crush on her. But Jason's killed lots of people before he was actually, you know, a zombie. It's one of the reasons why people had Jason killed. Is people didn't like his character in the 80s. They're like, Robin can't kill people. Robin can't be, you know, abrasive and rude and stuff like that. People didn't like Jason, so we killed him. Given the choice, does he live or does he die? And people are like, I don't like this guy because he's ruined Robin's legacy, so get rid of him. Yeah. Okay. I think that does it for me, gang. I gotta set up the Xbox for tomorrow. You have another question? Do you think Injustice will be announced at the Game Awards? Probably. Highly likely. If they're doing Injustice, the Game Awards sounds about right. Yep. Yes, it does. Alright, guys and gals. You have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you have questions, feel free to leave them in the, not the chat. Don't do that. Feel free to leave them in the comments section. I'll reply to you probably in the morning before the Nintendo Direct or sometime in the evening. Like, I do go over my comments and I reply to people, so if I didn't get to your thingy here, no worries. Just write it down and do my best to answer it to the best of my abilities, alright? I'm conking out now, so I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful night. I'm done. Enjoy the outro or whatever. I'm gonna stop talking now.